In this video, we're going to be modeling Chapter 8, Number 10. I'm going to start out with construction lines. Just get my cannot be made current layer frozen. So, got to turn those back on. Oh, looks like I have some construction lines already in here. Let's delete those. Okay, switch over to my construction layer. Now I'm just going to do X lines, line up my crosshairs at the bottom left of my drawing, and get my X lines in here. So up, down, left, right. Now I'm going to start offsetting. So I want to find the center point of this circle. So I know the diameter of this largest circle is 5.56. So I'll divide that by 2. That's 2.5 plus 25 plus 3. So it would be 2.75 plus 3, 2.78. So I'm going to offset 2.78, and I'm going to go up, and then I'm also going to go right. And now that's because that's the radius, I could also go right again and go up again, and that's going to be my my endpoints of my front view. So now off this, I could offset 1 inch, offset 1 inch up, and then I could actually offset the thickness of it from the right side view and the top view, 0.62. So offset to the right, 0.62. Offset up, 0.62. And hopefully that's going to be all the construction lines we have to draw for this. So now I'm going to do a circle. I'm going to change this to diameter because I can see most of my circles are diameter. Change into my object layer. Come to the center point, and now I'm going to draw 5.56. And if we did our math correctly, that should fit directly on those edges. Now I'm going to do another circle with a diameter of 4.44, and then another circle with a diameter of 3.26. So on that 4.44 circle, what that is it's showing us where those center points of these smaller circles actually hit it. So right here I have all this stuff explaining that this is a counterbore hole. This has a 0.406 drill through hole, and then on top of that is a 0.594 hole that only goes down 0.34. And they're all 4 holes equally spaced. So I could use the array function to draw these. Because it's 4 holes, I'm just going to use the circle function, and I'm going to use diameter. So I'm going to draw my first hole, which is 0.594. And then I could do my second hole, which is diameter of 0.406. Then I'll come around and get all 4 of those. So diameter 0.594, diameter 0.406. It actually would be easier to do the array function at this point. So I'm just going to delete these. Let's go back here and let's do modify array. I'm going to do a polar array. Select the object, so I'm selecting my 2 circles. I'll hit enter. Specify your center point, so that's the center of our circle. And then I'll just type in 4 here. And that's going to place those circles for me. So I only have to draw 1, and then it'll put all 4. This does make it quicker than drawing the 2 circles on each spot. So now I have those. This circle that's riding through their center points was just so I could draw those. So I'm actually going to delete that circle. And now I need to get this 2.5 offset 30-degree line. So to get that, this offset is coming off the center point of this circle. So I'm just going to draw a line off this center point going out 30 degrees. So if I start here, I'm at 90. I have to add 30 to that. So I'll be at 120. And that could be any random length as long as it's past your circle. And now I'm going to offset that by 2.5 to the right. And now I have to extend that. So I'm going to delete this line I used to draw it, and I'm going to use my EX extend command. I'm going to select my line, select my circle, and then select the line to extend it. Now you've extended that line. You're going to trim out this circle. So I'm going to select all this stuff, trim out the edge of that circle, trim this line. Now I could just delete it. And now I could do my top and my right side views. These views, if you look up from the top, they're just going to be rectangles. So I'm going to do a rectangle, bring it all the way to my side, and then do another rectangle on this right side view, go all the way down. Now I should have object lines for these actual cutouts here. So I'm going to draw a line, project off of these cutouts, draw a line down here, project off of this cutout, and then project off of this cutout and draw a line across. Now when you get to this point, we've actually completed our drawing. I'm going to show you how to do one of these circles, hidden lines and center lines, because this 0.34 comes into play with that. So I'm going to switch over to my hidden layer. I'm going to start a line. I'm just going to come off this quadrant, use the imaginary line to come up. Now I'm going to go down 0.34. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, use that quadrant to come up and come down 0.34. The way I got that 0.34 is this larger circle, the 0.594, actually has a depth of 0.34. So then I'm going to come in here, go off my smaller circle because that's a through circle, come off that quadrant, and if I lock up on this side, come back to that quadrant, it should lock up directly with it so I could draw that smaller line. Now I'm going to lock up on that quadrant again, come up, draw that smaller line, and then I'm just going to make this a through hole. Then when you're drawing your center line, you're going to switch over to the center layer. Use the line function, come off the center point, go all the way up, come about a 1/4 inch off the object line, go all the way through, go about a 1/4 inch past, and that's how it should look. So then you could take this, if you want, you could do construction lines on here. So I'm going to switch over to my construction layer and draw a construction line off this side quadrant going up. And now I could take this entire hidden and center lines I just drew, because it's going to be the same for this one, and I'm going to copy it. Let's see here, copy, specify base point, so I'm going to use this as the base point, move it over, and copy it right to that point. So that's going to be a quicker way to move these over, and then I could actually just copy all 3 of these, rotate it, and put it on this right side view. And that's Chapter 8, number 10.